see her level damage. So again.
Man, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. Like, oh wait, this could be a lot of damage right here. Oh, never mind. I take it back. It's another quick. Wow. Vortex kick. Vortex kick. Bart's
And
down.
killing that Bart.
Oh, wow, that's game.
Alright everyone, and welcome back to Wbel Season 2. So this is week 6 of the Clairvoyant division, and as usual, I'm with GB79.
How you doing? Glad to be here, as always.
Yes. Alright, so for the standings, we still have Iroh in first place, only 1 kill away from MacRain. Both have their extra point. After this, we got Crashmstr with 4 points, and then we got GB and Meefle with 3 points. And for the last place of the playoffs, currently we have JesusLBL only 1 kill away from Reindell. After this, we got Reindell and Iceheart with 2 points, and in the bottom we got Addol and Taiyo with 1 point. I will say that they really need to pick a win this week, because otherwise it's going to be tough for them.
Yeah, we've been saying the last couple of weeks that it's still pretty much anybody's game, but we are starting to get further along here. Mm-hmm. This is kind of a make or break week, I would say, for those bottom teams. So good luck to them this week. I will say that the tiebreakers are also really, really tight there in terms of the plus minus there, and the in terms of the kills and what you get each week. Those are going to start to be important here as we go forward also, I think.
Yes, absolutely. Alright, so let's jump into the first match. Alright, so first match we got Meefle against Reindell. So on Meefle's side we got Ravius, Lightning and Whisper. On Reindell's side we got Volke, Lorenzo and Elena.
So Meefle's got that triple knight setup versus Reindell kind of leaning heavily into the spear team with Volke and Lorenzo. So yeah, I'm excited to see this matchup. I think it's going to be a pretty competitive one. Of course, not as much damage over on Reindell's side, but he does have Helena there for the buffs and potentially the sustain with her white mage sub. So we'll have to see how Reindell configured that.
Yeah, it was also my concern, the damage on Reindell's side.
If he can out-sustain, though, then, that's... yeah, if he's just doing chip damage, that can maybe be enough. Interesting setup here from Meefle with Lightning way over to the side. That may come back to bite him here because he's lined up directly across from Reindell, so she may end up getting hit first here. But interesting double tank setup here from Meefle. We were chatting a little bit that this map can be difficult for units that don't have jump 2. There's all these kind of platforms in the way, so the pathing can be kind of strange sometimes.
Funny thing is that you didn't see it yet, but on the blind division, Mao used the same team as Meefle with the same starting position at the same place. So
okay.
Yeah, that's massive damage on that Volke that can be really more bulkier than this. So the L-back is already procced on Volke's side, so next we got Lorenzo. Let's see if he's in reach. So maybe on Whisper. So alright, so Ravius, Taunting Blade, so she is going to suck up the next hits. So let's see what Elena is going to do. I don't see, she didn't cast anything, so that's weird. Alright, so the LB coming from Volke on both of the tanks, so he's going to decrease the piercing resistances.
He did get a miss there on the
Ravius,
so could be maybe a semi-evasion play here from Meefle. Such big damage there, even on an earth unit. It's very crazy.
At least the Elena is there for the healing. She has a pretty fast casting time, but at least it's only Whisper going next, so Quadra Break, so not a lot of damage. So let's see the level of healing of that Elena, so Kuraga. So that's a lot, not fully health, but... Alright, so another Taunting Blade, so just a little bit more than 1k. So next we got Lorenzo. He really needs to start packing damage. So alright, so jumping in the air. Next is Volke again. unfortunately for him, he didn't use his LB on that lightning. So lightning only 6 AP though, so she recovered about 11. So dive of destruction. Alright, so it hit the lightning in the process. Bursting light next. So yeah, the accuracy is an issue for Reindell. And so next we got Elena. She used, alright, so defend the suppressor hop. Next we got Ravius, so no damage. She's invoking an Esper though. Okay, Death Machine, so he prep against the rain.
Wow.
Yeah. So he
Berserk.
at least it's only on the Lorenzo, but we can see that he prep against the Volke because he's tanking piercing really well and fire damage. Alright, so we got the Whisper on their basic attack, and next we got so lightning finishing up that Lorenzo. So next we got Elena. Let's see if she can use a raise. No, so she's going offensive. So Shadow Flare reducing the AoE. Okay, but she couldn't hit the lightning. So next we got the lightning. So slow shot, nearly killing that Elena. Alright, so next we got Ravius, still no AP. So now she got 19. Next we got Whisper. So power break and not a lot of damage on that Volke. So that's pretty much a wet noodle fight currently. And unavailable pain on that Ravius. Yeah, I see this fight going to turns.
Yeah, we could be sitting out here a while because
Yeah.
Volke's damage is just really non-existent, and Meefle's team is completely AP starved. But Reindell needs to kill one of these units to have any chance of winning here.
Yeah, he probably only needs to kill one, but that's going to be difficult.
But he's now out of AP as well. Pretty big in peril there, though, from the Helena, but she does put herself into
Danger.
targeting range here.
Oh.
Wow.
Alright, I think that now it's game, unfortunately for Reindell.
Yeah, he can't even hit the lightning, so not able to get any damage onto her.
Yeah, he needs a ton of AP to use those bursting light for a couple of times.
Yeah, he was only able to get off, I think, a single buff, so wasn't able to store up much AP. And there really isn't much AoE damage from those Pierce units. I think the early misses really kind of came back to hurt him, though, when he still had the full team up. But well played by Meefle. He had, I think, a good setup here in the evasion. I think ended up being the key to the match for me. The fact that you know, the units just weren't even, or Volke anyway, wasn't really even able to hit the lightning.
Yeah, absolutely. The bulkiness, of course. We could see that he predicted Reindell's team just by seeing the Esper invocation, because that Death Machine is the only Esper in the game that has fire resistance. So yeah, unfortunately for him, when you bring mono piercing, that's what happens. If the other team is prepped for piercing, you're pretty much done. Of course, Volke is one of the few piercing unit that has piercing and peril, but it's not enough, unfortunately, on this side.
Yeah, plus I'm sure that Reindell's building him up for some bulk, and even if you do go for damage on him, it's really not super substantial, especially, like you said, if their other team is expecting it. So, well played by both players, but Meefle had the edge here, so congrats to him.
Congrats to Meefle. Alright, so next fight and recording number 2 because we recorded the first fight once, but accidentally I pressed start and stop record right away, so take number 2. So we got GB79 against Taiyo. So on GB's side we got Murmur, Agrias and Hollet. On Taiyo's side we got Terra, Ramza and Jaden.
So Numero's going to pretend like he doesn't know what happens here. Nope. And give his unbiased take. So yeah, on my side, I'm running my full Red Mage squad. I've got, you know, the power of those Red Mage cards for me in full effect here. And then I've got the sort of ice and earth angle there as well. Over on Taiyo's side, he's got his patented Terra, so he's going to go back to his summoning strategy this week. Got a couple of light units in tow, so you know, maybe we will see a Carbuncle, maybe a Valifor coming out on this map to see how it plays out.
Let's check that out. And this time it is recording.
So Howlett's moving first. He's the fastest unit on the board. But we've got a bit of space in between the two teams here. Taiyo's set up in the back left corner, so it's going to have plenty of time to have Terra kind of fill up that Esper bar.
The Berserk TMR on that Agrias, we see that TMR about each 2 matches.
It's a very good one. I got haste coming out from my Murmur. I've got the Bradley TMR there, so speed factor is on my side at the moment.
Revitalize, huh?
Keep plugging forward here. Terra keeps filling that Esper gauge. It's got to be ready to go by now.
Alright, so Shimmering Blade, so there's some Spirit down. So another buff from the Howlett. So next we got Agrias. She's going for Taunting Blade, so only a bit of damage on the both Terra and Ramza. So next we got a Murmur, so casting haste on herself. So next we got Jaden, he's going to be in range, so Magic Blast, only few damage on both Agrias and that Howlett, surprisingly. So next we got Terra, so she's going for Farragut Slash and disabling that Agrias, so she won't be landing any Berserk. So next we got Shimmering Blade again, so defense down and Spirit down on both Howlett and Agrias, but because of the counter heal, yes, so Howlett is back full health, so he's going to use his LB. So let's see, and oh, all units are down. So yes, that won't pack that punch.
Yeah, so they just lined up all in a row there, and he was able to get all 3 of them. Did big damage even onto the Terra. That's the power of that magical slashing damage, especially against higher faith units like the Jaden, like a Terra. Just does packs a wallop with the penetrations he has access to. Agrias unfortunately was taken out of the fight. Terra actually was doing her best there to keep the team in it. So got the disable off, so that was a nice play. Unfortunately, like I said, the team just lined up and Jaden didn't have any protection, and he just got completely deleted there. So not much that he could do once that happened.
Yeah, I would have seen a haste TMR on Jaden instead of the Revitalize. Unfortunately, like everyone saw, he lapped everyone. He was too speedy, so Jaden only used one cast of Magic Blast, and then that was it. So Taiyo really needed him to do more damage, and for that he needed more speed. So I'm not sure what he could have done more, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that Ramza was bringing him that the magic buff. You know, I think yeah, the speed factor definitely would have been good to kind of pump out a bit more damage. Maybe even like a tank, maybe as a distraction play to kind of draw the units over to the other side of the map could have been something interesting to use as well. Yeah, you never know what the other opponent's going to run. You never know what TMRs or tech they might use. So it's hard to always come up with the right decisions. But I think for me, the key of the game for me was having the speed edge with the haste and having control of the turn order.
Yeah, same. And even though Taiyo did his best to boost his magic stats, in the end he wasn't able to do more than a scratch on your Howlett.
He's got great area resist, so he's able to shake off the Magic Blast a bit better than most.
Alright, so GG to both players, and congratulations GB on your win.
Thank you.
Alright, so next match we got Addol against JesusLBL. So on the Addol side we got Kadia, Halloween Lucio, and Dorando. On Jesus side we got Rain, Ballade, and Celebrated Jaden.
Kind of interesting teams here from both sides. Addol's got the maze support with the 2 axe units. I think that generally works together okay. On JesusLBL, this is a very interesting combination of jobs with the Greatsword, Valade is the Devout class, and then you have the Spear. So I'm not exactly sure what he's going to have working for cards there, but you know, maybe Rain is just sort of the tank play there and kind of gathering the hate. You know, obviously Spear and Devout do tend to work together outside of that. But the thing that's going to be interesting to watch here in this match is, are they going to be able to put out the damage onto Lucio here? Now, Jaden, he does have some guaranteed hits, but they are magic-based, I think, for the most part. So I do know that Lucio does have very nice magic resistance. So I wonder if he'll be able to put out damage fast enough here, because Rain obviously is not going to be able to help him out at all with any damage.
Let's check that out. That Rain is going to be kind of useless.
Yeah, he's going to be a punching bag here. Maybe he'll be able to hit the Durando. Maybe, but I assume this is going to be a full evasion build here for Addol, so I don't expect it.
Guessing.
So area resists coming out there from the Rain using the King Mont TMR.
Oh, he gets the accuracy up though. It's true.
That's a good point. He does get that's a big accuracy bump
60,
from Blade. And I still don't think it's nearly enough for Rain. He's like one of the most inaccurate units in the game. It could maybe be enough for the Jaden if he's got it comboed maybe with an Alex Ring or something.
Honestly, I did some testing last week and I could jump up the accuracy of 1 damage from that Lucio. Oh my god, no. How is it possible?
The 100 area resist build.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But Lucio's going to be able to come in with his Dispel Slam and kind of get rid of at least some of that.
Yeah, if it maybe fall down to 70, which is already super high. But yeah, Rain can get up to like 160 accuracy if he wants. It's only that the luck is going to be super low though. Alright, so Dispel Slam. Oh, so like you said, so about 8k, but it was a single targeted attack though. It's pretty low on his side. So next we got Celebrated Jaden. He has guaranteed it, so let's see the amount of damage. So yeah, he's sealing the fate of Rain with that second attack. He lapped him, which is really big. Golden Sun Dancer one-shotting Akalia. It's going to be big though. So next we got Durando. Moving backward and doing nothing. Okay, that's really awkward and you really don't want to see this.
That was weird.
Oh, so full life. And it fell on the Rain. I bet that his fate is at 30 though. Alright, so Lucio wasn't able to break the physical shield from Celebrated Jaden, and Jaden's not able to hit that Lucio. He probably wanted to do damage on both, and since Durando wasn't evasive, so alright, Durando going forward and only buffing. So next we got Valet. He's going to buff himself to death, so that's not good. Probably because of the 8 that Jesus is right now. So next, Knee Breaker. Oh, so immobilize on that Jaden. That may be big in the end game. Alright, so what is he going to do next? So the same move as he did earlier, but now this time Durando is dead, so he's going to be able to use his guaranteed hits for the rest of the fight. So
stuck in that buffing loop now.
Yeah, what I said before the recording to GB is that it's really hard to use the devouts on those maps. And paralyze.
Paralyze. That's huge.
Yes. Oh, so Valet coming from backward to help out in the long run.
And he gets the shield back online too.
Oh, so it's really not looking good for Addol. So he can't get AP though.
All 3 paralyzed ticks.
That's really rough. And another one. Okay, so he's probably out of guaranteed hits, so now he's only using this paralyzes. But if it ends up like this, it's going to be really funny. Sorry.
So he's got a hope that maybe he can one-shot this Valade if he manages to get out of this paralysis for 1 turn.
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah.
If he can one... Oh, that's it. That's game.
Okay.
Yeah, so the paralysis there from the TP attacks from Jaden ended up being the key to the match there, as completely shut out Lucio down the stretch. He didn't have the accuracy to do anything at that point, so I think he was maybe ran out of the buff from Valade that had allowed him to do some attacks earlier, and that ended up being the key, because that barrier came up and then he started spamming those TP skills and got the paralysis there. Paralysis is an 80% chance to stick on each tick, so you do have that 1 in 5 chance to maybe kind of shake out of it. Unfortunately, none of those came to pass for Addol, so that was some tough luck.
Yeah, that was impressive to see the first 1 damage coming from Rain. Afterwards, alright, it went to the shitter pretty fast, but the full life on that Rain pretty much said it. I think that he was probably running him at 30 fate, which why he was able to tank that much physical damage. It helped though. But yeah, and even for the Durando, he did nothing. He only went backward. That was so hard. That whole fight was so hard.
Yeah, that's the problem with Durando. I think if you're not using him on maybe his gunner sub, his range is like super limited, and his range heights are also pretty limited. So I think that he just didn't have the targeting angle to even hit the Jaden, even though he was relatively close. The Lucio only had 10 AP, so I'm not sure how much he could have been able to do at that point, even if he did have a chance. So yeah.
Yeah, true.
Tough status effect there at the end.
His basic attack will have needed to be really high. So GG to both players, and congratulations to JesusLBL.
That was a crazy one.
Alright, so next match we got Iceheart against MacRain. So on Iceheart's side we got Sweetheart Miranda, Starlight Elena, and Kreese. On MacRain's side we got Young Oldie, Surges, and Valade.
Interesting team here from Iceheart. We've seen pieces of this team, but I don't know if we've seen this exact configuration, at least as far as I remember. But yeah, we've got the Miranda, Elena, obviously with the light connection, Kreese in there maybe for some range support. MacRain, we've definitely seen this team from him before. I fought him, I think, with this in the first week. But a very strong team with Young Eld and Surges and Valade there as the support. So it seems like he will definitely have the accuracy to be hitting this Elena with Valade there, providing that huge accuracy bump. But let's see, maybe they can pull off some plays here.
Yes, even with the Surges, it's going to be difficult for Iceheart because he's really annoying.
He definitely can be. He's very slash resistant too, but yeah. Obviously Elena's got very good slash res penetration.
Area resistance.
Teams are starting pretty far apart here, so plenty of time to buff up and get ready.
Physical shield on Miranda. I think that Young Oldie has a barrier break.
He does, yeah. Yes, that's one of his main moves here. His Lion's Train is a barrier break.
Boom.
Iceheart using I think it's the Niblu TMR for the evasion.
Oh yeah.
Haven't seen that one in a while.
Yes.
But that Kreese is really, really far back here now. I'm kind of worried if she's going to be able to get into the fight here now.
Yeah, same. At least she's going in a few turns. Oh, and like in Dark Resist, so it's going to be really bad for Iceheart. Leaping Assault, so about 4k on that Miranda. So next we got the Kreese, but now she's going to have the range. Alright, so slow shot, only agility down in less than 1k on that Surges, so yeah. Alright, so next we got the Starlight Elena, so Crystal Shine Bright, about 4k on that Surges, that's really low. So next we got the Young Oldie is going to be in range to hit Miranda, so killing her. Okay, so she had re-raise though. Next is going to be Miranda, so retaliation. What is she going to do? Can she hit them both? So let's see. So she's using her LB only on Surges. I don't remember what that LB does, but it seems to do a lot of damage. So yeah, so one-shotting that Surges. Alright, so next we got Valade. So what is it going to do? Full life? Yes, so full life on Surges. And it succeeds.
It lands.
Yeah, so
Surges has got a big chain going right here now, so I think Elena should be able to finish him off.
So that was about 15k damage. So next we got the Kreese, so she's definitely in range to hit the Young Oldie. So yes, barrier break, so that's going to be big. Okay, so next we got the Young Oldie, Lion's Drain, so nearly killing the whole team. But Elena had her courage, and Kreese is still standing with a few HP. So next we got Valade. What is it going to do? Maybe a regular race? So no, so Ice Vitalization, so protect and accuracy again. So next we got Starlight, and that turn must count, and only about 4k on that Young Oldie. So yeah, unfortunately that's MacRain's game.
Yep, there it is. The barrier break actually was pretty important though, because his barrier is all damage,
Oh, okay.
not just physical. So that was a good play there by Craze to get rid of that. Unfortunately, with his area resistance and his kind of general bulk, unfortunately, Elena just didn't have the firepower to cut through that, especially with Valade there backing him up. I think that the Miranda just took too much damage early on from the Surges and couldn't really come back from that. So yeah, too much bulk there for MacRain's team as usual.
As usual, yes. And what's been really sad to see is that MacRain used Starlight and Elena's TMR against Starlight Elena. So yeah, it was really hard on her.
Good point. Good point.
All right, don't have anything else to add to what you said. I think that, yeah, the key of the game was that bulk.
I agree.
All right, so GG to both players and congratulations to MacRain. Alright, so last match we got Crashmstr against Mr. Aloha / Iroh. So on Crashmstr's side we got Halloween Lucia, Velis and Y'shtola. On Iroh's side we got King Bradley, Ashen King Tyrell and Lilith.
So we've got Aloha bringing that full night team there, helmed by Bradley. Crash has got his book team. This is one that we did see before from him, and it performed very, very well. Obviously, none of the units over on Aloha's side are really known for their magic mitigation. So these book units may be able to tee off pretty well on them. Although Bradley does have that long-range barrier break, so that is going to be the kryptonite there for Lucia. We'll have to see if he's able to play his CT shenanigans and kind of one-up her here.
No CT on this map.
Good call. Yeah, that is disabled here in this league, so he's not got that going for him. Hopefully Aloha brought the haste then.
Yes.
Why do we have to fight so many enemies?
And
Looks
Crash.
like they're lined up right across from each other here, it looks like. Or at least Bradley is.
That could be good for Bradley though. And Courage first.
Okay, he's kind of working his way over to his team.
So Crash's team is going to be really fast.
It's always so funny to me to see this Y'shtola. It's such like a forgotten unit in War of the Visions.
With a good reason.
Yeah.
Oh, so accuracy up TMR.
Okay, maybe expecting the 2P here with this configuration.
Was it cameos?
I didn't catch the name of it, so I'm not sure.
Alright, so
Bradley's
Shadowlands.
got his courage and the barrier.
Unfortunately, only the Tyrell has aced.
And Lucia is going to be in range to...
Get the Bradley.
And Y'shtola is in range as well. She's not going to be long for this world.
Alright, so a big attack on that Tyrell and Lilith, so they are both at about half health. So Velis staying in the back and doing nothing. So we got Y'shtola doing 3k on that Bradley. Alright, so next we got Trinity break, so not able to break the shield on that Lucia. So next we got the Velis, so only moving forward and doing nothing as he usually does. So next we got Bradley. He's able to do a big calculated run. So yeah, so killing that Y'shtola in one go. So she did 3k. That's more than she usually does. So next we got Launch. Still not able to hit that Lucia. Now she has 8 down. Is she able to hit... more units? So yes, sudden death, so able to kill both Tyrell and Lilith. So right next we got the Velis, so he's going to be in range to hit that Bradley, and Bradley's going next. So let's see. Okay, so it's going to be the LB, so Icebreaker. It's going to be skipped. So about nearly 6k damage on that Bradley, which is really big. Yeah, even with the courage. Okay, at least the ace are off, so let's see. Calculated run, so yeah, no, too little damage on that Lucia. Unfortunately for Mr. Aloha, it's going to be Crash's game.
Yeah, the area resist built up here for Crash's team is too much for the Bradley to chew through without any help. Especially whereas he doesn't have the CT here to kind of get him the double turn and chain with himself.
Yeah, I saw a lot of build with Halloween Lucia with crazy AoE resist.
Yeah, she can get up there, and especially with the cards that Book has access to. So, yeah, well put together team by Crash. I think that's, like I said, I think Aloha may have been anticipating the 2P there and maybe going for the accuracy play. But none of those units are good, you know, against magic. So that, you know, ended up being the key there for Crash.
Yes, Crash was a favorite in the community post, and he proved everyone right.
Even the Ishtola coming in and dunking on him with the 3k damage.
Yes. So yeah, like you said, I think that I'll give the match to the AoE resistance.
Yeah, that is certainly Bradley's kryptonite.
Alright, so GG to both players, and congratulations to Crashmstr. Alright, so this is it this week for the Clairvoyant division. So we now have a front runner in MacRain with 6 points. Because of his extra point, he now have 1 point over Crashmstr. After this, in second and third place, we have Crashmstr and Iroh. And after this, for the 4th and 5th place, we got the GB79 and JesusLBL. And finally, for the 6th place, we got the Meefle with 4 points. It's going to be hard for the rest of the pack. So Reindell and Iceheart with 2 points, Addol, Taiyo with 1 point. I'm not sure if it's feasible anymore for those two in the bottom, but at least for Reindell and Iceheart, they still got a chance. But yeah, they still got 3 more weeks.
Yeah, I think for Addol and Taiyo at this point, they pretty much need to win out here these final weeks in order to sneak into the playoffs. Reindell and Iceheart, maybe they can do 3 out of 4. You know, they have a little bit more wiggle room, but things are starting to get firmed up here for those spots. So we'll have to see what happens down the stretch.
Yeah, it'd be especially hard for Iceheart even if she has 2 points, because she only has 7 kills. So if there's a tiebreaker, unfortunately, she likely not to win it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying there at the beginning. Those tiebreakers are going to become pretty important as we get to those final playoff spots sorted out. That's where things start the differentiation starts to matter. So
yes,
good luck to everybody here down the stretch. Hopefully I can hang on to my spot here as we move forward.
Alright, so thank you everyone for watching, and I hope that we're going to see you in the next video.